Hello, good morning, and welcome to Above Life Channel. The purpose here, as always, is to inspire your spirit and to fill you with hope. We're going to do a sound check here. Welcome on this Monday morning. We are going to focus on Monday messages this week. The topic is truth or protective response. Interesting, isn't it? Sometimes we have fear energy that can cloud us or taint our view. And so we're going to tap in, get some messages that hopefully help to provide some clarity or support in navigating as you step into your week ahead. All right, let's do a sound check here. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I see you in the chat. Hi, good morning. Thanks for showing up here today. I'm a little early on this Monday. Yes, I am. I'm a little bit early today again. This is a holiday weekend here in the US, and so I have some things planned today. I'm going to take my Rosie girl again over to meet some doggy friends again to see how that goes. It went okay yesterday. It was a little stressful, but it wasn't horrible. She was good. I was more stressed than she was, I think. So let us step into our Monday message time together and set the stage. All right. So when you do intuitive connection or spiritual work, honoring the energy around you that enfolds you and encompasses you, kind of claiming that energy as your responsibility, your space, is really an important step, I believe, in the practice of intuition. And so I want to lead by example this morning, kind of show you what I will do to call in a supportive structure and a safe and protective structure for our connection today. Because especially because I'm on YouTube, who knows who's watching, right? Like, people that watch don't necessarily comment and don't necessarily support or like the content and what we're sharing and or believe in, spirituality or intuition or anything like that. So it's really important to have a structure that isn't fear-based, but that is strengthened with a grounding and a centeredness that comes from within us and through our energetic connection to our bodies in this time. Okay. So not airy fairy, oh, let's go. That's not what our channel is. Above Life channel is way more practical in our application. So if you're new here, my name is Bridget, and I've been doing psychic and mediumship work for 20 years. I'll actually have my 20th anniversary of that, like my 20th psychic birthday. I'll be 20. I won't be a teenager anymore on October 1st. And I literally have a story about that, which I will share near and around October 1st with you once again. Okay. So this isn't my first rodeo. That said, there's a lot of interesting things that have been coming about these last 2 decades. So I'm going to share that obviously I do not know everything. And what I share is coming from my unique perspective and my human experience based upon my ancestry, all of the spirit guides that I work with, and my personal human life experience. I'm a mom. I got 4 kids. I've had quite an interesting life, we'll say that. If you've been here for the ride, thank you. And so it comes from my perspective, just like any other psychic or medium or life coach. Be aware that that is one viewpoint. And so it's good for you. And I really strongly encourage you to explore other options, to explore different types of spiritual coaches and people who talk about different ways to connect intuitively, because you might really be into shamanism. You might like to work with animals. You might really love the angels. And so you might want to try to find other folks that work in those areas to give yourself a broader context and perspective of how this can work for you. Because then you take little bits and pieces from other people, and then you figure out a rhythm, a pattern that works for you. It's kind of like when you're trying to be healthy and exercise and stuff. You don't just go to one gym for the rest of your life, right? Or one yoga class with that one instructor all the time, because things change. and that we evolve. We personally evolve, our bodies change and grow and need different things. Just like that, your spirit and intuition and your knowledge grows and expands. And I encourage that. I really encourage that. That's the point. This is just a starting point. Okay. Just a starting point. All right. So you just saw me with this beautiful purple candle. We're going to use the energy of purple, the color of the purple vibration, which is the crown chakra, which to me represents a lot of divine feminine powerhouse energy, really crowning an energy of a wisdom, a real strength and wisdom. And in a group, it's not an individual, like ego-minded thing. It's like supportive, wise counsel, energetics. Okay, that's how it feels. So we're going to light a purple candle. This is how we're going to call in our space for ourselves, recognizing the space for ourselves today. So this is what I'm doing. You might do something different. Totally fine. You might have a white candle or a green candle or whatever, and that might be your process, your practice to step in to your sacred space, your energy that's around you. And it's a way to acknowledge that this is your space. Okay, so then I do a breath in, connect with my body and the rhythm of my heartbeat, and exhale out. And I let the energy drop from my crown, from my heart space, all the way down through my root chakra and into the earth so that I have a connection. Okay, so it kind of just comes down, centers me, puts me into this alignment space. Okay, this is what works for me. This is what I'm doing. This is as simple as it needs to be. Boom, easy. Okay, spiritual stuff, by the way, should not be really deep and complicated. It should not be. If you're doing like a ritual or like a deep ancestral ritual practice or something, yeah, there are probably steps and things that you need to honor and processes you need to follow. But for general intuitive connection and spirit awareness for ourselves, easy. Okay, don't make it hard or you won't do it. If it's complicated, you will not do it. Okay, so we're going to put this on my altar space, which is right over here. This morning, I've already done a meditation. I have anointed myself with my snake priestess oil and from the Blue Dragon Alchemy line. Blue Dragon Alchemy is the line that I used. And I have been focused energetically last night and this morning on the new moon. There's a new moon energy, and it's the first new moon of this month. I'm not big into astrology, but I will post resources on my Facebook page from astrologers and also on my TikTok page, because I think it's really important to have again, another perspective, but do not get caught up in any one perspective, please, because it can seem really depressing. When I listened to the astrology today, I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have listened to that. That seems kind of, ooh, that's a big, and I don't want it to influence me. I want it to inspire me. So too for you. Not to influence, like dominate you, but to inspire and empower you. Okay. Allergies, my friends. Did you know that actually our lilacs, our lilac bushes are actually blooming again? And usually they bloom in the spring, and now they're blooming again in the fall. Very interesting. It's happened a couple of times. It's fascinating. And I'm recognizing that lilacs are very, very, very fragrant, very sensory for my empathic friends. As you know, 2024 is the year of the empath here on Above Life channel. And the lilacs are also purple. It's a lot of purple energy today. Make sure you tap into that lovely, divine, feminine, supportive structure, wisdom, wise energy, not one voice, but many collectively. All right. Okay, so hi in the chat. I see you. Jeannie, Gail, Annette, hi, good morning. Joanne, I think it says, yeah, nice to see you today. All right, so, warm, I'm getting warm here, I'm getting warm. Energy is coming through, energy is coming through. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm gonna simmer in, or settle in, simmer down into my body, because why? We talked about yesterday on Sunday Morning Coffee that the body is the key for this year to help really hold you. So we We honored that energetic space, that etheric space, our spirit body. Now we're honoring our physical body. I'm just kind of feeling into my body here, connecting in. I'm just going to kind of let my awareness be into my belly. This is an interesting message. Okay, I can feel some things already coming through. I have connected with my spiritual helpers and my healing team this morning, so I do have some insights. I'm nothing too deep or intense for everybody, but our topic again is truth. Like, is it true? Or is it like a protective response? Like, are you just kind of feeling defensive, but you don't know that that's what it is? So tell us what this is about. Let's see. I'm dropping into my body, and I'm going to use my body's wisdom to come forward and through and up. And I'm going to entrust that to help guide me when I share messages today. I'm going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. So many times we look outside of ourselves for validation. What do we know inside? Where is the wisdom within us? We are part of that sacred tribe of elders. We are becoming the ancestors. And so I'm going to go deeper into my belly. I literally see what looks like a crystal ball in my belly. I kind of love that vibe. I love that. Oh, thank you. Oh, I feel so good about this. Okay. All right, let's see. What does this mean? Can you share with us about this topic? Is there wisdom? My deeper knowing? My internal self? There's a lot of water. I see a lot of water flow movement energy. So if you tap into elements or you feel the elements or you do any kind of spiritual work with elements, water is really present, which could be connected to that heart chakra and emotion. But to me, it feels like a passage. It's like a passage or offering you the opportunity for movement. If you felt stuck or you've been in a space where things have felt particularly difficult and you've been holding on super tight, and it's like I have this image of being along the shoreline and of a river, which I've been walking by the water for many, many weeks now, very connected to the rivers and the water and the streams and the lake. Holding on to these roots, huge roots of this big tree, and just holding on to it, standing in this boat. I see this image of this woman, just young, youthful, at a point in life where like there's this transition between one part of life into the next part of life, like a passage, like I'm turning 18, or I'm graduating from college, or my child is leaving for school, or my daughter just got married, or I'm getting a divorce, or I've just got this really intensive medical awareness. Whatever your situation is, okay? I see this energy of this woman. She's like this maiden, and she's like holding on to the trees, and she's standing in this small boat that's shallow, a shallow wooden boat, and the boat is moving kind of back and forth like this. Okay, it's just moving like this. And she's stable in the boat. It's moving on the water. Her feet are not wet. She has the boat that she's on, and it's moving, but she is steady. She is steady, but she's clinging on to this big old tree. And the water is gently moving around her. It is not rushing. It is not flowing. The weather is not intense. It's not scary. The sun is shining. There's a light breeze. It's not too hot. It's not too cold, but she is holding on for dear life. This represents a fear of change, or a unknown, or I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I can do this. And it's taking every bit of her strength to stay where she's at. She is steady. You are steady. You might be on something that feels like it's moving, but you are protected. You have that covering beneath you. You have footing. And if you fall, you can stand back up. No matter what is going to happen here, You will not be drowned. Okay. You are a strong swimmer. You can go with the current. You got a boat. It's not bad weather. It's not scary, but for some reason, it is really difficult to let go. So what is the truth in this situation? You are protecting yourself from what? From what? From the unknown, from the mystery. Open your eyes. It is not dark around you. It is not nighttime. It's light, but your eyes are closed and you're clutching the edges of this tree. And if you would look, open your eyes and see the situation and the circumstance around you. What do you see? What do you actually see? Not what people are telling you is happening, not what this resource is telling you that's happening. This person's telling you what's happening. They can be really convincing. People can be so convincing, especially if they're like, oh my gosh, oh, you can't, oh, this is happening. Oh, hello, drama. Drama creates trauma. Gossip is misery loves company vibe, people. The gossip, the rumor mill. It's a distraction and it's exhausting within your own life. I'm not talking about global stage. We're not talking about current events. We're talking about you. I'm talking about you, your life. Think about a situation. Where are you holding on to so tightly? And what's happening likely is you're getting crabby. You're getting a little snarky, sarcastic, crabby, moody, because you are really doing your best to resist, to hold on as long as you can. And eventually you're going to just be so tired that you're going to just let go. You're going to surrender anyway. You're going to collapse in exhaustion. This is what happens. We get exhausted from fighting against what? The unknown. And the unknown in this example for your Monday message is you have your eyes closed and you're listening to other people's intake about what's going on around. You don't even know that the sun is shining. You think it's dark because your eyes are closed and you're hearing people tell you how bad it is. And oh my gosh, it's horrible out here. It's just so scary and bad. And you open your eyes and you're like, wait a minute. The water isn't even that deep, people. I can get off this boat and stand in the water and it maybe comes up to my knee. Are you serious right now? It's not flooded. It's not a rapid storm of flooding. That happened 2 months ago. People are still talking about what happened 2 months ago. And they're reliving the trauma of the time that there was a flood there, the time that there was intense change, the time that there was a lot of harm and pain. And you may have been part of that experience, or it may be being passed down to you through other people's stories and experiences, or projected upon you by other people's memories. And other people's memories for us as empaths really can define our landscape big time. And people aren't trying to be assholes. Let's just give everybody the benefit of the doubt. People are just doing what they've always done. And they're connecting through stories of misery or pain or fear. That's how they're relating through the wound, the collective wounding. There are a lot of storytelling that passes on from generation to generation, and it's encouraged to share. But you don't have to take in other people's perspectives as your truth. You can listen and not breathe in and embody in your body their trauma. That's part of what the challenge is here. The unknown is other people's traumas that they've been through that we're sucking into our bodies and carrying with us. And that carrying with us is shouldering the pain. And it's not even ours, but it will connect. It'll connect energetically to whatever pains you might have and amplify that. And then it becomes one and it becomes calcified and you can't tell what's yours and what's your mom's, what's your grandma's, what's your neighbors, what's your friends, what's the school teachers, what's your best friends and their families. You can't tell. That's not your fault. Okay. There's nothing you've done wrong. You're taking in energy because that's how you read things. That's how you connect. That's how you relate. So be consciously aware of this and open your eyes. See Don't just take the auditory, what you hear, the sounds you hear, the stories you hear, the telling of the things as truth. Open your eyes and use your sight. What do you see? How are people behaving? What are they actually doing? What is actually happening? The wind is blowing, yes, but it's presenting a cool breeze. It's helping to move the waters. It's helping to, if you were just sitting in your boat, it would help you to go gently floating down the stream. Do you see? It's perspective. It's perspective. Sometimes our initial response is a protective reaction, which makes sense, right? Because we're empathic. We have lived our lives feeling everybody else's stuff and not understanding why. And it feels like it's our fault and it feels like it's our problem. And what the fuck is wrong with me? And I need more antidepressants and I need to eat more donuts or have more coffee. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like that. You're not broken. You are a beautiful, soulful energy. And it's about time you allow yourself to have the other perspectives, to trust that your wisdom in your body is smart. It's smart. And if your body is reacting like, constricted and tight and resistant, it's because you've had so much of this for years and years and years and years. So there's a lot of information now, like literature, books, materials from coaches and therapists about how your body holds trauma. Your body keeps the score. That's a book. Bruce Perry, I think it is. Is it Bruce Perry? And then Oprah wrote a book with Dr. Perry also. My memory's glitching right now, but Oprah wrote a book also too of You're Not What Happened to You. And these things can hopefully give you at least a starting point. The Body Keeps the Score is a deeper book, I'm just going to say. But there's also things out there available to you. If you do have this body response or reaction, it's natural. Okay. It might not be because you were horrifically abused physically and taken advantage of physically. It might not be that, just so you know. It might just be a psychic awareness of so much input from so many other people who have had experiences that are so intensive that you don't know if it's yours or somebody else's or what have you. And sometimes you can go to counseling to help you sort through that. But there is a new wave of a type of style of counseling and coaching that you can look into if your body is like this. It's called somatic therapy. Somatic, SOMATIC, somatic therapy. I myself really enjoy somatics, which is a style of kind of yoga, which is moving muscles really slowly, isolating muscle movements. It's almost like this meditative body work, and I really enjoy it. And the style that I've used in the past is called HANA, HANNA. I think it's HANNA, somatics. And it's really this just body wisdom awareness, and it helps your body to release pockets of stuck memory or memnos energies from, whether it be from you, from this lifetime, for other lifetimes, or from experiences that you've had by intake, okay, by being a natural healer. Because when you're empathic, your heart is built as this incredible container, and you have so much potential and capacity for love and support and just this beautiful, beautiful psychicness in your heart. But by the time we're talking, you've had so much that you're exhausted from this feeling stuff. And so you've been starting to pocket that energy and holding it in other parts of your body, your low back, your knee, your shoulder blades, your head. You could be having headaches. There's all sorts of stuff that can be happening here. Okay. So again, somatics, can look into that. You can look into somatic therapy, which is like rhythmic repetitive movement. I am so sorry that I have to. Ooh, child. Ooh, honey boo boo child. Throat chakra. Let's clear that throat chakra. Girl, I'm giving you so many resources today. Are you with me? Are you with me on that? This is your Monday. These are your Monday messages. This is energy of support, loving guidance, empowerment, wisdom, trusting your beautiful body. Body is the key. Remember, my empathic friends 2024. We are in devotion to the empath this year here on Above Life channel. We're going to celebrate you. We are going to support you. We're going to love you through all of this. And we are going to hopefully help you realize that you are not messed up. You are just such an overachiever on the feeling category or the experiential learning. I think you've taken the advanced level on this lifetime. Okay. So let's slow your roll, honey. Let's slow your roll a little bit. Okay. Okay. Deal? Okay. Good. All right. Hi in the chat. I see you. Yeah, I love you guys too. You guys are awesome. All right. So we've used purple energy. We've talked a little bit about the water element. I'd love to. I did yesterday. I brought down some really basic, simple cards that I use that I have on the I was going to say altar in the kitchen. It's not the altar. The altar is a separate place in the kitchen, but on the island in the kitchen, and the kids use it. Anybody in the house can use these. They're really basic. I actually sent a deck of these to one of my kids that lives out the house, one of my oldest kids. I can't remember off the top of my head what the name of this deck is, but no matter. We're just going to pull a card. These are angels. Basic, simple. We're going to get a word here. We're going to see some color. You're going to grab whatever works for you, whatever's resonant with you today. Remember, we're in the new moon energy. So the new moon is the darker side of the moon, right? You can't see, so there's mystery. So I'm telling you to open your eyes, take in what you can see. Don't trust what other people are telling you. Only listen for yourself. Okay? And use your eyes. Use your eyes. What do you see? What are the behaviors? What are the patterns here within yourself? Whether you're reacting, notice your own reactions, your emotional behavior patterns. Notice your own behavior patterns and notice others. Okay? Notice. Just notice. That's it. I'm not telling you have to take action. I'm just telling you to notice. Pay attention. Okay. So we're going to get an angel card that's going to help support you this week. For us on Above Life channel as a whole, these are skinny cards. At first, I didn't like them, and now I love them because they are very easy to use. They're so easy. And what is this about? Intuition, psychicness is basic, and it's accessible to everyone. Okay? It is. I know 20 years of doing this is not hard and complicated like people make it seem sometimes. Okay? It's not elitist. It's not elitist. Let's get back to the grassroots. I'm not just talking, I'm going to go sit outside and own with the trees. I'm talking basics, common sense psychicness. Okay. All right. Yes, girl, you got it. You got it. Okay. We have two. I got two cards here. I got two. I got one and I got two. On your end, I think it's the opposite, but I got one and I got two. I got one and I got two. You can pick one as your primary or your lead, and you can pick another one, the second one, as your backup. Or you can just pick one of these as yours. What are you feeling? As you feel into your body, as you're resonant with your body, which one are you drawn to? Are you drawn to this one? Or are you drawn to this one? Or are both for you? This one? This is one. I'm just going to say one, just for the sake of number. This is two. Which one is for you? Does your body have a lean? Are you leaning? Are you leaning to one side or the other? How are you feeling? How are you feeling? Come on, feel your body. Feel your body. Drop down into that low belly. Which one is your belly choosing? Or if you're really, really feeling the heart stuff today, feel. Where's your heart pulling? What are your heartstrings attached to? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one? Okay. All right, we're going to start with this one. Are you ready? Now you can use this to journal. Okay, you can use this for meditation. You can use this as a grounded word, a grounded energy, whatever works for you. Okay, use what works for you. Okay, well, it's not what I say. It's what feels right for you. Okay, I trust you. You need to trust you. Here's the first one. The word is passion. The colors here are reds, root chakra energy, and orange, womb space, sacral chakra. There's also music here. Maybe you have a spirit guide that's a musician. Look at that. The energy is movement based. It might be somatics. That somatics message might have been for you. However you interpret this card or receive this card is exactly right for you. The things that I've shared are just my initial intakes from this, intuitive hits that I've gotten. Yours will be more in depth for you. Orange and red, red and orange, passion, 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 passion. This is the next one. Are you ready? Oh, I love this one. I love this one. This one has a Merlin vibe, very alchemical. The word is insight. This is for my third eye friends, for those of you who are working on your clear sight. On that new moon, you're going to be very frustrated with the mystery. You're going to be challenged with how to interpret energy. Just receive the messages. Don't interpret them. How about that? How about that? Accept the intel, accept the intelligence, accept the information. Write it down. Take notes, my dear. Okay, and what you're getting intuitively, insight. All right. You might get a shift in clarity in your physical life. I feel like there's some really tangible stuff that you're going to notice today if you are using your insight, not predicting, but actually opening your eyes to seeing the behaviors, to noticing the patterns, to recognizing within yourself and or perhaps in others. This is going to give you info that you've been waiting for. This is wisdom. This is the opening of a wisdom portal for you. Okay, insight. This energy vibration, again, is Archangel Raziel vibe. Archangel Raziel is like my college professor angel, might be a spirit guide you want to tap into. This energy for me is Merlin. Merlin is one of the spirit guides I work with. That's very alchemical, alchemy-like vibe. Love Merlin. Yeah, I know a lot of you think it's a mythical creature or mythical figure, whatever. It's a spirit guide I work with. Okay. It is what it is. Judge if you must. Judge if you must. Judgment is a form of jealousy. Find your own spirit guides. How about a Melchizedek? How about a Melchizedek energetic here? How about that? Is that coming through for you? Is this a masculine or feminine vibrational energy? And look, there's a moon. Do you see the moon up there? Is this a sunrise or a sunset? Is this the beginning or an ending? Is this a passage point? I love the blue. I'm so third eye blue, priestess vibe. Oh, feels so good. This might be a nod to some of my priestess friends who I know are watching. So this could be yours. I love this card. This card just juices me up right now. When you put these two together, what do you get? The spiritual, the ethereal, the wisdom, the insight, and the body. This is embodiment, okay? Embodiment. All this spiritual, etherical stuff is a bunch of bullshit unless you can bring it into the body and utilize it for your good, for your goodness, for your wellness, for your well-being, for your healing, for your life experience and expression. And then you can help other people, okay? Help yourself first, please. Go feed yourself. Get in line at the buffet. Here we are embodying the passion, the energy of learning, of growth, of life. Okay, you are integrating. And here is the insight that has been coming in all along to support you and love you. You need both your physical expression and your spiritual expression to create this life experience through passion and insight. All right. Woof. Shoo, boom. These are beautiful cards. Aren't these beautiful? These are gorgeous. And your energies, whether you are here live on the live stream or are you watching at another time, your energies are part of the choice of what has selected these, what has brought these opportunities through these cards to you today. So your healing helper is aligned with your highest good, the energy of your God, your creator, your source, your Sophia, universal consciousness, Gaia connection is whatever is right and true in alignment for you. So what is true for you? All right. Woo! We're rocking and rolling today. This week, I actually do have client sessions available. I have some appointment times. If you have not been able to schedule something with me and you want to, there will be a link in the description below of this video or any other video early next week as well. So we can get you scheduled if you need that. And if you need a weekend, I'm trying to think of this weekend. I think I am available this weekend. I could do session on the weekend this weekend. So it is an option if needed. All right. So I hope we've inspired your spirit